In the summer of 1942, enemy forces launched a massive offensive into the Soviet land, targeting the industrial city of Stalingrad. This city, named after Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, became the focal point of one of the most brutal and decisive battles of World War II. The Battle of Stalingrad began on August 23, 1942, as German forces under the command of General Paulus began their assault. The initial bombardment turned much of the city into rubble, but the Soviet defenders, led by General Vasily Chukov, were determined to hold their ground. "Not a step back," Stalin ordered, encapsulating the Soviet resolve. The fighting was ferocious, with both sides engaging in brutal house-to-house combat. Snipers roamed the ruins, and soldiers fought for every inch of the city in what became known as Rattenkrieg or Rat War. Despite suffering immense casualties, the Soviets held on, drawing the enemy forces into a deadly urban quagmire. In November 1942, the Soviets launched Operation Uranus, a massive counteroffensive aimed at encircling the opposing army. The encirclement was completed by November 22nd, trapping over 300,000 soldiers in a deadly pocket. The harsh winter compounded their misery, as they faced starvation and relentless Soviet attacks. The siege lasted until February 2, 1943, when General Paulus, promoted to Field Marshal in a futile attempt to encourage him to fight to the death, surrendered. The battle resulted in staggering losses. Approximately 2 million soldiers and civilians were fatally wounded or captured. The Battle of Stalingrad was a turning point in World War II and marked the beginning of the Soviets' westward push towards Berlin. As Winston Churchill famously remarked, Stalingrad was the end of the beginning, symbolizing the shift in momentum in favor of the Allies. The impact of the battle resonated long after the war. It highlighted the devastating human cost of conflict and the resilience of the human spirit. Stalingrad became a symbol of Soviet endurance and sacrifice, forever altering the course of history. I'd appreciate if you could like the video and let me know your thoughts.